Hello friends, we will start with the third unit, which is the circulatory system, and the heart is the circulatory system in the human body. So before getting into the topic, you need to have a clear understanding that the 4 units of the 10th syllabus, first 4 units are being interlinked. So you must have the knowledge about the unit nutrition in order to have a better understanding about the unit respiration, and the third unit comes the heart, and the fourth unit is the excretion. So the 4 units are being interlinked. Even if you miss a concept in respiration, understanding the unit of circulatory system would be a bit tougher. So because all these things are the life process which goes on in a human being, and all these things are interlinked because all these things happen in the human body. So we will discuss nothing about heart in this unit. I mean to say nothing from the textbook. I'll give you a general idea about general information which you should know in order to have a better understanding about the topic. So I will revise you from the first unit. In the first unit, nutrition, we have read that the food particles, the glucose, is being absorbed with the help of the small intestines, villi, and it is being released into the bloodstream. Bloodstream is the blood which is being carried in the nervous system. And in the second unit, respiration, we understood that the lungs help in taking in the oxygen and giving the oxygen to the bloodstream, and from the bloodstream the oxygen reaches the food substances and break down the glucose substances and release the energy. So you know that both these things are interlinked. So from the first two units you understood that the glucose is in the bloodstream as well as the oxygen is in the bloodstream. So both these things must be carried to each and every part of the human body, and the energy must be provided to each and every part, right? So this would be done with the help of the circulatory system, which is heart. Heart helps in supplying oxygen as well as glucose throughout the body, and the breakdown of the glucose will also take place by providing energy to each and every part of the body. We have been talking about since many classes that breaking down the glucose and providing energy. The same topic is being repeated again and again. But to which part of the body does energy is being required? So where does the energy is being produced? The place of energy you must know before getting into the depth of the topics. Can you guess which part of the body requires energy? Is it muscles, or else blood, or else heart? Which part requires energy to function? The answer is each and every part of the body requires energy. So how can we able to supply energy to all parts of the body? Can you guess from what the human body is made up of? The human body is made up of cells. So each part of the human body is nothing but cells. Look into this diagram. These are different parts of the human being, and each part is made up of cells. But the cells of the heart is different from the cells of the brain, and it is different from the cells of the lung. So all the body parts are made up of different group of cells, and the group of cells is known as a tissue, and group of tissues is known as muscle, and the group of tissues is known as organ also. I'll repeat once again. A group of cells is known as tissue, and a group of tissues is known as organs. So each organ of human body require energy, and in each organ, each particular cell requires energy to function. Can you guess how many cells are there in human being? Human being is made up of trillion of cells. So the approx number being 30 trillion of cells. So each cell must require energy in order to function. So 30 trillion cells requires energy. So the breaking down of the glucose is done in all the cells, as each cell in human body requires energy to perform. So glucose would be provided to each cell, and wherein it would be broken down with the help of oxygen and energy is being released. So friends, 1 followed by 12 zeros is a trillion. So 30 trillion would be 3 followed by 13 zeros. So there should be a method wherein glucose and oxygen must be carried to each and every cell in human body in order to get the energy, and this would be done with the help of the heart, and heart helps in circulating glucose as well as oxygen through the blood. Blood plays the role in circulating the glucose and oxygen throughout the body. But in cellular respiration we have studied that glucose is being broken down with the presence of oxygen and energy is released. You are fine until here, but after that the byproducts are carbon dioxide and water vapor. So the carbon dioxide and water vapor must be collected from each and every cell after the process of breaking down, after the process of cellular respiration, and carbon dioxide and water vapor is collected back to the lungs and is expelled out of the human body through the nose. In simple, I'll explain you. The oxygen which is being taken by the lungs is given to the heart, and the heart distribute the oxygen to the entire body, and the heart, after distributing the oxygen, once the oxygen is being used by each and every cell, the carbon dioxide and water vapor would be produced, and the heart and the blood will collect the carbon dioxide and oxygen from the entire body, and it would be again sent through the system of so the carbon dioxide as well as the water vapor would be collected from each and every cell and would be given back to the lungs, and it would be thrown out of the human body.